Hello, 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 my darlings. It's a holiday. It is Labor Day, and I hope you're having a great time. Oh, I wish I had some barbecue. It doesn't work with me well these days, so I can only remember what it tastes like. You know what my mother used to say? She used to say that Georgia was a mess. Georgia used to say, you ought to know how something tastes by now. Wow. That's a good one, isn't it? If you have been eating something a very long time, you ought to know how it tastes by now. You ought to know how some things look by now. I don't know. But today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this girl right here. This is, you see her? Hello, little girl. Hey, little 8th grader. That's me in the 8th grade at Frable High School. Our high schools was set up where junior high was next door to high school. So the 7th and 8th grade were next door to the high school. And so this is my 8th grade picture, I think. Yes. And some reason, I'm sorry, I had her in my room. And I thought about, like, why do I have this girl up? I need to talk to her and tell her and thank her for being smart and being tenacious and making it through the 8th grade and graduating from high school. I want to thank her for staying on course and wanting to do something, being ambitious, so that she could get to this girl right here. I know you said, why does she have this picture? This picture was taken while I was up for an award from the Center for Civil and Human Rights. This woman is so different to me. This woman right here. This is the woman I was trying to get to be and thinking I hadn't made it yet. And when I looked at that picture, I said, you know what? It's okay. She's okay. She had a rough time. That's why I didn't recognize her. I didn't recognize, there was no pain on this face. There's no pain, no anguish, no chemo, no nothing. Just, you know what? It's okay. It takes a lot to get to it's okay. I mean, how many times can you say it's okay? It doesn't just seem like as soon as you say it's okay, as soon as you get into, wow, I can breathe. Whoa, something would come out of left field or right field, and you wonder what that is. What is that all about? I think it's all about faith. Faith. You got to have faith. You got to still believe. I get mad with myself sometimes, and I get unmad with myself. Because I said, why am I out here at this age? I should be at bingo maybe. Or I should be watching the stories. I just don't have the mindset for that. And I apologize all the time. And I ask myself, why am I apologizing for not having that mindset? You know, I think people might be laughing at the fact that I'm always doing something. I have a couple of friends that say, you always doing something. I'm going to give you some Ritalin to calm you down. You know, I laugh with them, but I don't know. It's kind of insulting to me. I don't know. Are we supposed to sit around and wait to die when we get a certain age? People are having fits about Biden being 81 and being the president. Nobody says anything about the leadership in other countries that have this whole age thing, because age is supposed to bring about wisdom. Now, you know, I've often said I've done some dumb things. I have. That doesn't mean I wasn't smart. I've just done some dumb stuff, you know. But when you get a certain age, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to stop? It's okay. It's time to die. Like when Alvin's father passed away, people say, oh, well, he was 81. It was thinking, that's the same age I am. Wow. Oh, well. I think this age thing is just caught up with me. I don't want to get caught up in it. I've been doing pretty good. I met probably the love of my life at 75. Well, maybe it was the love of my life, because we're not the love of our lives now. But I know I met a great person at age 75. You can meet people at any age, and I guess somebody would say, oh my goodness, why would she be trying to meet somebody at 75? I mean, people are looking at me sideways. I couldn't even talk about it because people are like, I can only talk about it to my other 70-year-olds. And why do we have to be ashamed or hide the fact that you wanted to date somebody at a certain age? It's, I don't know. I guess I'm having a hard time believing it's okay to believe. I listened to Joshua Giles today. I'm glad. He talked about 5784, which is the Jewish calendar New Year, which corresponds to our 2024. But we get a chance to get a few months ahead of 2024 by having a new year on the Jewish calendar at 5784, and it means new beginning. 5784, September, meaning new beginning, September being the 7th month on the Jewish calendar. I guess that's why in French, 7 is set, S-E-P-T. Something to think about, isn't it? But I was glad to hear the new beginnings part. And the reason why I was glad to hear new beginnings, because I'm going to stay in my vein of new beginnings. Every day is a new beginning. It's a song my daughter really likes. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. We get new manna every day. You can't eat the old manna. It's gone. You don't know if manna coming tomorrow, because you don't know. You just got the now. I think that's the Buddhist. It's the now. And the truth of the matter is, that's all we really have is the now. And so if now I want to be engaging in something that I would like to do, I'm going to stop apologizing for it. I think I'll stop talking about it too. Because this girl, she made it. This little girl right here. Wasn't she pretty? She a pretty little girl. Little chocolate drop. Pretty teeth. Look like my daddy. And a little bit like my mother. I look like my mother as I get older, my dad as a kid. And so I'm glad to get to that woman. I look at her. I thank her every day for staying the course. I thank her for thinking she could keep going. When they said all those things they said about me, all those things they said about me, all those things they said I wasn't going to be able to do, especially after my divorce. Oh my God. Oh, I never had so many people tell me how I was going to fail after my divorce, because I didn't have that financial backing, and Evelyn wasn't going to get a good education. Well, 3 master's degrees, undergrad Northwestern, car at 16. I think she did all right. Good woman, good child, good Christian, good community person. So you let people tell you all that, you suck it up and ignore it. I like 5784, a new beginning. What is your new beginning? You know, I've had several. You know, you stop and think about all the careers that I've talked about. You're like, girl, when you have time for all of this? I didn't know, because time was marching on. It's marching on now. You know, at some point you're going to be looking at these videos in, and say, oh, she was great. I'll be in the past tense. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue doing them until I can't do them anymore, until something happens. I don't know. I would like to have 1,000 subscribers, because that's what YouTube says I have to have. 1,000 subscribers before I can do A, B, and C. And I don't know how to get them. I have 5,000 people on Facebook. And just 1,000 of them will come over and subscribe. I'll be good. It's hard to get people. It's something about, I probably could get 1,000 strangers before I can get 1,000 friends. And I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. When you say you need something sometimes, it's better not to say it. It's better to tell strangers or go to somebody else. But when you start telling your friends, it's the same way with this. I thought my friends and family and black people were going to support my cosmetic business. And it came out, you had the nerve to have a cosmetic business, I guess. Or, girl, I ain't paying that much for your stuff. I ain't going to the dollar store, Jergens. But you'll run and get a St. John in a minute. Because where you put your value. You didn't value my dream. I did, but you didn't. And I can't get mad with you, really, for not valuing me or my dream. Because this Georgia Skin Treats had no value to you. St. John has a value to you. Prada had a value to you, because those are people, I mean, those are somebodies. But you're not somebody enough for me to support you with your beautiful bottle, your beautiful logo, the beautiful writing, your code on the back, the good packaging. I'm not going to support that when I can go to Jergens and give them more money. You gave me enough money. I said you gave me enough money. I was giving money to Morris Brown. Of course, I give some to Spelman and all that, but I was trying to raise money when Dr. Pritchett was there for Morris Brown College. I'm an AME. And I took a class at the Morris Brown. And I'm out in the AU Center. I don't know, it's just, I'm glad for 5784. I am. I'm glad so we need a new jump start in America. We need a new jump start in our lives. We need to remember that a new beginning is every day. Not just September the 15th, I think that's Rosh Hashanah. But if it's not the right date, it's a new beginning. But we know as Christians, it's a new beginning every day. Every day we wake up, we thank God for having another time, another opportunity to do something good for Him and His people. And so I like Joshua Giles bringing it to our attention that the doors are going to open, that things are going to change. I believe that. I feel a shift. Do you feel a shift? You know, my bed shakes sometime at night when or the floor shakes. And I can always tell when there's an earthquake somewhere. That's a sensitivity I'm glad that I have. And I just wonder what sensitivities do you have? If we just what I want to say. Tune in. That should be the word. Let me write that down. We should tune in. Tune in. That's a good word to talk about today. Tune in. Because to get from here to here, there you go. To get this going, somebody had to tune in. This little girl and this one that you see, had to tune in. Even when I was tuned out. Even when I tuned myself out. Because I went through a period of time that I didn't listen, and I stayed in trouble. I don't have much lipstick today. I want you to understand that when you go back to that person, you can go back to the one in college, the one in high school, the one at home, and talk to him or her, and thank them for getting to where you are now. And forgive also. Forgive them and forgive the person now. Forgiveness is good to get to the 5784, a new beginning. You got to forgive some of that stuff that went on back then. You know, you heard me talk about them whippings. You can't hold that on against anybody. I can't hold against anybody the bad things that was said about me when we got divorced. You see what God did? He brought him right back to me till he passed away August 13th. And it was for us to care for him, take care of him. And then, I guess, in preparation for the transition, I don't know. You don't know what God is going to do and how he's going to do and how he's going to set up your new beginning. He might have to close out your past. For me, there was closure. There's some closures you have to do. That's why I look at that girl and the one that's there now. You got to close out some stuff. All that still doing this in your head, close that down. Shut all that down. Shut it down. Close. Go to a new beginning. Because God got something planned. I can feel it in the air. I can feel a shift. I mean, you know, I felt shifts over the years. And it's a big shift coming up now. It's a big one. And we need to be ready. We need to be ready for a lot. You know, I'm a Joshua Giles fan. I'm an R.C. Blake's fan. I don't know that I'll be able to get through some of the things I'm getting through in terms of my love life if I didn't have R.C. Blake to kind of help me sort through some of the things that happen and happening, you know, so we can do that forgiving and cleansing and getting ready for the new beginning. Every day we need to put all that. When you go to bed at night, yesterday is gone. That cleansing, yesterday is gone. Mm-hmm. And when we get up like fresh. That's why I had to brush your teeth. I gotta get me some teeth. We're gonna talk about this teeth thing, because it's worrying me, but I have its own little something I don't like. But I can't do anything about it right now. But you get up in the morning, you wash your face. They have something called breakfast. You know, all that is part of starting the day fresh. Starting the day with prayer, starting the day with brushing your teeth, starting the day with the light that surrounds you, starting the day with the sun that comes up and blesses you, starting the day with your emails and all the stuff you got to deal with. So I like the texts that I get in the morning, although they come while I'm sleeping, from my people who actually work jobs, you know, but I still enjoy that. It's a new beginning. And so, tune in. I like those two people. I like this person too. I like her. I like all her stuff. And I said I wasn't gonna come on today, Monday, but I've been feeling kind of sickly. And I won't let that, when I start feeling sickly, I'm like, no. No, you're gonna have to think of something else to stop me. So you tried to stop me with the apparatus, trying to stop me with the subscribers, trying to stop me with maybe financially. Stuff don't get done right when I ask for it to be done a certain way. It's okay though. Because what God has for you, He has for you. You know, sometimes people say, oh, I get tired of hearing that. Yeah, it's true. This apparatus I have now, He meant for me to have it so that I can be here on Monday, because I didn't see how I was going to do this today, and I still got to go back to AT&T. What takes 3 days? AT&T. 3 to get something together. But you know what it is? Determination. I'm determined to do this. I'm determined to talk to you. I'm determined to share with you. I'm determined that this is going to work. I'm determined to do it Monday through Friday. And I'm determined to get me 1,000 subscribers. It's hard to be the determined person. There's a whole lot going on with me. Just pain, just cutting up the day. I have neuropathy really badly. You know, I have a broken heart right now. I want my teeth repaired. You know, but I love what I do. My students, I love my students. I got lots of stuff to grade. Did I tell you that? Well, I decided I was having me a weekend because I can grade all that. I get it graded. But I need you to tune in to you. Tune into the universe. Go back and thank that younger person. Forgive the things that happened. Forgive people. Forgive those thoughts, words, and deeds. Just forgive them. And then forget them. And then move forward into the person that I know that God has planned for you to be. And that is 5784. New beginnings. New life. New doors opening, new, not challenges, but new gifts. I see all of that for us, for you and me. And a new, what? A new thought about age, your own age. Forget that number. Just forget it. Be whatever age you think you want to be, and it'll happen. Right now, the way I'm aching, I need to be 16 so I can leave and run these errands. So I'm 16 today. What about you? The one good thing about all of this is, there's one good thing about all of it, is that I love you. And you can't do anything about my love.